it's just your agony is my joy. I won't even lie. I swear down.
There's quite a startling stat actually that I've just seen on the talkSPORT website. Since they won the League Cup, Manchester United, they've played 3 Premier League games. They've won none of them. They've conceded 9 goals, and they've yet to score.
That's Ten Hag, man.
Wow.
So I'm going to ask you, and we discussed.
No, that's the Glazers.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's the Glazers. If Man United fall out the top 4 but have won the Carabao Cup, is that a successful season for Man United?
I think it'd be a disappointing end to what promised to be a very good season. But there's a long way to go before that happens. They're still in the top 4.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
They're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. That's going to be a difficult game against Brighton. They're going to have to play a lot better than they have been. And they're in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, a tie they should come through against Sevilla. I guess the more pertinent question maybe is, Manchester United fans, would you accept not finishing in the top 4 and swap it for winning the Europa League? 03717 22 33 44 is the number. 81089 on text, or you can tweet us at talkSPORT. So Manchester United fans, if I could guarantee you now that you would win the Europa League but you won't finish in the top 4, would you sign up for that? Let us know. And
you won't win the FA Cup. I'm just finding out.
I think that's a difficult cup to win, because you've got Brighton in the semi-final who are going to be bang up for it, and then probably Manchester City in the final.
Have Manchester United been good this season, Crookie?
At times. There have been some good performances. I don't think they've been great since they beat Barcelona in that Europa League game at Old Trafford.
So whose fault? Because the reason why I'm trying to always ask this question...
I've told you whose fault it is.
Yeah, I know, but the reason why I'm just trying to make you see from normal people's eyes when they're watching, you know, because...
Don't pretend to be normal.
No, come on, don't do that. I'm super normal. So are you starting to see some chinks in the armour of Ten Hag? That's what I want to ask you.
Because that would suggest that maybe he could have done something differently today. If he was fit, Aaron Wan-Bissaka would have started ahead of Dalot, because we saw in the League Cup final that Dalot against Saint-Maximin was a mismatch. Wan-Bissaka wasn't available due to illness.
Right.
He had no choice but to play Dalot. There's no plan B.
Right.
He didn't have a striker as an alternative to Wout Weghorst, if you discount Anthony Martial.
But he's played Rashford up top, and every time he's made them changes, because this is what it was, you know.
Rashford played more off the left today, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you say he didn't have a striker, but when he's changed games, he's took Weghorst off, Rashford down.
They've not even got Garnacho,
who actually found a better striker than Weghorst to start with.
And with what money?
Could he have?
With whose money?
Well,
it was a loan. They didn't even want to pay the loan fee for João Felix. So where's a better striker on loan in January?
So, in your opinion, are you saying, because you're saying Weghorst is the best out there?
I think he was the best loan option available. Yeah, I mean,
so then he's done
me
wonders.
A counter argument.
Oh no, I'm not in the. For me, I haven't had the reach that Man United have. But if you're saying that the brother that couldn't get into Burnley
they weren't going to.
No, I'm throwing this out.
Stiffen out the midfield until Eriksen's injury became so serious on deadline day
Eriksen.
that they had to get Sabitzer. Eriksen has been a massive miss, by the way.
Yeah, massive. And listen,
Casemiro suspended.
No, yeah, listen, of course. But
so you tell me, because you're determined to find a chink in Ten Hag's armour.
No, because you know the only reason why I'm saying this, because what it seems to happen with you, especially, is every time he makes a decision and it's right, he's a magician.
Yeah.
So now, when things don't go, and
he's run out of magic tricks.
So is that a chink in his armour now?
No, he hasn't got the magic tricks available. Garnacho's been a massive impact sub this season. If you look at the times when Ten Hag has changed it,
Sancho's done that as well. When Sancho's come up, but you pat him on the back when Sancho comes on and scores, but all of a sudden he's. What, Sancho came on and scored.
Of good games that Sancho's
he come
had on
and
hand.
Scored 2 goals back to back recently. See you support you, the type of them supporters there that only pick and choose when they do clap them, but when they don't, all of a sudden you're like, I see what you're doing there. Anyway, I ain't gonna allow you to get me. I'm in a good mood because you're in a bad one. Anyway,
no, but talk to me about Jadon Sancho. He comes on today to try and. Darren Bent's Supreme Boot Room is the cup that Darren Ambrose is
just drinking his tea.
What on earth is that?
Producer Rufus brought in a Darren Bent Boot Room cup for me, so yeah.
Go on, you want to talk about Sancho?
Yeah, he's been put off. Look.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I was going to say. No, listen, he's given Sancho the opportunity. We're 1-0 down. Come on and change the game. He doesn't do it, Jadon Sancho. It's his second season at the football club.
Can we just say that Newcastle were absolutely fantastic
We absolutely can.
today?
And do you know what? We've got an hour and 20 minutes of the programme left. I don't want the final hour and 20 minutes to be about how poor Manchester United were, whether or not Adebayo Akinfenwa believes that Ten Hag is good enough for the job. I want this to be about Newcastle.
We're doing that as well, because you
that.
love to do. No, don't. You know what? Newcastle were
brilliant,
wicked. Like, they were problematic from beginning to end. And we said, you know, the depth in the squad when they brought on Callum Wilson can get into England. They brought him on, scored the second goal. Joe Linton.
This guy on our screen at the moment, we're seeing Dan Burn. He epitomises Newcastle United.
You know him, don't you?
At the moment.
Did you play with him?
I played with him at Birmingham, and what he's done with what I perceived as his ability to go all the way to the very top shows his desire and commitment to the football, to football, and now to the football club. A supporter, a Geordie, let it be known, in the changing room, he will be telling them what it's like and how important it is. And that's why you'll see that the foreign players, they've bought into the football club, they've bought into the city, and you see the supporters now and what the atmosphere, if they manage to stay in the top four, the Champions League nights, I played in some big European games up at St James's Park, the Champions League evenings and nights, or Europa League, whatever it will be sensational. And I think all of us in here will be praying that we're the reporter that they send up there to those games, because it will be incredible.
It's amazing, isn't it? It just shows, you know, how fortunes can change in football. Dan Burn used to share a changing room with Darren Ambrose. Now here he is.
I'm retired.
About to play in the Champions League next season.
I'm retired.
He likes to do that.
I was 30. He was about 18.